1, we started by cleaning and setting the table. Now I'm putting out the Buuz, which is the main dish for Mongolian Lunar New Year, called Tsagaan Sar. We like to prepare it with care, making sure the dishes are ready to eat. I'm now putting it on the main table of the Tsagaan Sar. There are other delicacies on the table, including the Tsagaan Sar cake, salads, and sweets. One of them is Airag in the kettle, which is fermented horse milk. It's very healthy and it has around 3% alcohol. There's cabbage salad, kimchi, and potato salad. It's so good. And there's also egg salad with seaweed. There are various kinds of candies, mostly Russian. The milk is from the countryside, which is better for my gut because countryside milk is really healthy. Inside the dumpling, there's meat, onions, and some spices. We heavily rely on the taste of the meat because the meat taste is really good and organic. This is the first day of celebration and we drink milk tea again. I'm using a silver bowl because it's a special day. Okay, this is a snuff bottle which has some nose tobacco. When we close the snuff bottle, we don't push it all the way before we give it back to the owner. Because if you push it all the way, some arguments can happen in the future between the two. It's my mom's snuff bottle and it's very elegant. I don't have one yet, but I'm interested in having one. When you are exchanging snuff bottles, we do the courtesies of asking their well-being. We usually put our hands below and take some Aaruul from the top. Aaruul is dried curd. When I feel hungry, I sometimes munch on Aaruul, which is a healthy snack if it doesn't have sugar. This is Mongolian pine nuts, which are really good. We used to crack open the shell of the small nuts, but now there's a brand that does it for us and it's ready to eat. While visiting my grandma, I noticed my cousin has a snuff bottle even though he's only 9 years old. I felt like getting one even more. This is called a domb, a traditional kettle for holding milk tea, and this is a bigger traditional Tsagaan Sar cake. I ate Aaruul again from the top of the Tsagaan Sar cake, and my cousin is doing the dishes. She's very hardworking and a good girl. Meat is one of the most important parts of the Lunar New Year celebration. This is my outfit of the day, which is like a mini Deel, the traditional Mongolian attire, but this one is just an easier version. Now I'm going home. The weather was really good. There was a bench that looked kind of romantic in a sad way. There was a really long line of buses stretching far beyond, and we were gasping at the sight. The next day, we went hiking next to our countryside house. While visiting a neighbor in the countryside, they had Aaruul instead of a cake for their Tsagaan Sar cake, and it looked really beautiful. I ate some salad and drank milk tea again, and that's it. A couple of days later, now I'm going to Batnorov, Khentii province, which is around 600 kilometers away from Ulaanbaatar, traveling with my parents. The journey to Batnorov was a pleasant ride since the road was concrete. When I was small, some parts were dirt roads, making the journey quite challenging. It used to take around 12 hours to reach the place. However, now it only took 5 hours, which was quite a relief. In Batnorov, we went to a monument. The weather was very windy, and the group consisted of parents, grandparents, and cousin. We recalled the story of Chingis Khan's friendship with Boorchi, who was born here in Batnorov. Boorchi basically helped Chingis Khan retrieve his stolen horses. The horses were 8 in total, and after that they remained loyal friends for a lifetime. To commemorate their friendship, they even exchanged their belts. My grandpa is very religious and spiritual, so he led a prayer with incense, a very important symbol in Mongolia. We like to give back to nature by offering milk and other gifts, a tradition passed down through generations. Grandpa showed us his collection of old money banknotes and other impressive artifacts like ancient sutras, the kind you usually only see in museums.
Нэг Лений хөшөө авч явах гээд тэгээд нэг нөхөр нөгөө даахгүй тэгэхээр нөгөө Ленийхээ толгоогоор осрлоод тэгээ үүрээд явцсан чинь шоронд орцсон. Ерөнхийлөгч биш ээ ерөнхийлөгч Лений толгойд осорсон гэх.
These items are connected to the deities and historical figures he worships, and he has fascinating stories about real people with spiritual powers that he knew personally.
Арваад голд тогоотон голд цуг нар өвөрийн агсан орон зээсэн босож тус тусын борхот дээрээ ийм хэмээн мөргөж өгөрөө ингээд. Гүн ухааны юм байдгийн даа.
Despite the windy weather, it was a great adventure. I enjoyed eating some boats, and we spotted horses battling the strong wind. I felt relaxed, and it was definitely a good decision to make this trip, especially since we can't always visit our grandparents every year. As we drove back to the city, the sky was breathtakingly beautiful. Thank you for watching till the end. Goodbye.